We have gotten to the root of intern Squidward's ED issues.
This is why I demanded you give me the wireless mic so I can defend myself.
Testosterone is declining in young men watching porn incessantly, Squid, and playing video games are to blame.
Really?
I can see it, Squid.
Yes.
On average, how many times a week do you access porn?
I would say
Young kids in the car, turn it down.
Well, that's
They should be in the school.
They
That
should
is
be.
true.
Yes.
I would say probably 3 or 4 times a week.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Are you on your phone?
Yes, on my phone, normally sitting on the toilet before I get a shower.
Oh, so gross.
What in the world? Okay.
Because it's the cleanest way to do it.
Cool
Cleanest way.
off. Oh my
So,
gosh.
like, you do a number 2 first?
No, not always a number 2.
So you're just sitting on the toilet?
yeah, just sitting.
Oh, okay.
Or sometimes standing in the bathroom in front.
What?
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you
Sometimes
all for
standing.
inviting me up here for this. Thank you.
We thought
I'm
you
glad
might-
to be here.
You might have
That
some insight.
is
No good.
the most honest thing that has
Yes.
ever been said on
Thanks
this
for being
program.
honest.
It
Bro,
is.
if you're
standing?
It's a clean transaction. I hop in the shower, bam. You know.
I'm
Yeah.
disgusted.
No evidence, anything.
Yeah.
And-
And plus he lives at home. Remember, he lives at home. You can't just be willy-nilly just out and open.
Right.
I don't know. For some reason, I'm finding it hard to look anybody in the eyes right
Yeah.
at this moment.
Well,
It's
I'm
saying
looking
Occasionally
right
in my
in his
bed
eyes.
before I go to sleep. Occasionally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
on
There's-
the toilet.
There, if you have young kids in the car, turn it down. There is.
Sorry.
You know the-
your business is open and they
Yeah.
just heard that.
The thing is, that wasn't even part of the question. It was just how often and are you on your phone? And then he threw in
Yeah.
The
that
toilet.
extra
Someone
tidbit.
asked it, and someone.
Nobody did.
No, we didn't say how and all that. It's
No.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for
Okay.
your honesty.
Sitting or standing, none of that.
A fellow white rapper, Lil Dicky, in an interview, said that when he was when he's in high school, like his hormones, he just couldn't control them, and he would just do it in class.
Oh my God.
Okay, that
I never did
is
that.
over the line.
Like he'd
No.
wear like a big
No.
shirt and under.
Okay.
Absolutely
Katie,
not.
How
No,
dare you judge him?
he's in class with other kids.
That's
Yeah.
no
No one saw.
No,
Judged.
no,
How?
I'm judging him hard.
Squid, you're gonna let them defame a white rapper like
Yes.
that?
Well, I can't say I did that, but definitely would have
I
to
don't know
like
anyone's done that.
refuse to stand up and like couldn't walk around.
He
or,
didn't
like,
announce it. He just did it on the
I
low.
don't care. It's the same as the people who do it on the airplanes. You can control yourself. I don't need to see it under the blanket. Okay.
You're talking about a continental, like a transatlantic flight?
Go to the bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
You don't-
Oh, you mean in your seat?
In your seat. How many
yeah.
times?
Oh, that's true. All
yes,
the time.
all the time. Like,
It's like, dude, chill.
nobody knew what we were doing under our blankets. Yeah, we all do.
Yeah. That's not good.
But testosterone is plummeting in young men, and they say Cleveland Clinic low T affects about 2% of men with symptoms ranging from depression, loss of body hair, reduced libido, ED, low sperm count.
So the video games actually physically causes you to have less testosterone?
Playing video games is pleasurable, but also stressful, potentially leading to an increase in prolactin hormone and decrease in testosterone.
Is prolactin the one that we release after you work out? Where it isn't? What's the thing that you
That's
lactic acid? Lactic acid.
It might be similar.
Never
High
mind.
prolactin levels in men can cause impotence. Jason used to be impotent,
No.
but we got
No,
the
he was
one.
pre-impotent.
No.
He was concerned about it.
No.
Just chubbed.
Testosterone is a different issue than
Yes,
a lot
it
of guys
Hormone.
that have ED, believe
Right,
it or not.
you're right.
That has to do with like blood flow and tissue down there and stuff. And that's what the magic wand, I call it.
Not the hormones. Not the hormone
No,
issue.
it's the magic wand that causes it because
The blood flows off.
There's sometimes the veins and arteries in that area sometimes harden, and the
Don't say
magic
veins.
wand.
Yes,
Don't
they
say
do.
hard.
Yes, they
No,
do.
no. Like
Yeah.
your veins in your arm maybe get hardened due to, and same with the other stuff. Well, the magic wand.
well, you know what the funny
Breaks
part
it
is
up.
about the whole
Makes it up.
thing is that the acoustic wave therapy is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
That therapy, what I think was for like a muscle or an
Yeah.
injury that you had, and then somehow some guy said, you know what, let me try it down here. Of
As they all do. Like Viagra with like your eyesight. And they were like, no, let's try it for that now.
This
Yes.
thing vibrates a little bit. I mean,
So now
Everyone's home. Everyone left the office.
that's one of like Wave Tech does all that, but the one thing that it's like most successful is the ED part because it's such a because the other ways of doing it is not great. You wouldn't want shots and surgery.
You're
and-
right.
Right.
I think there was a study very recently. I think I almost sent it to Jason because of that. But it was about how that kind of therapy is working for women as well.
Yep, I've
Yeah.
heard that too. But it's such a big deal
Wow.
for guys. Everything about a guy's life is that.
Right.
So it's like they would rather go and get an acoustic wave therapy done on ED than not walk.
Right, that's true.
I mean, what a great time for
Right.
us to live in, you know?
Yes.
Like guys, otherwise that would guys would rather just not survive. They would rather just be bedridden.
Right.
You
Right.
know?
Yeah.
Bed rot,
Well-
as the TikTok says.
Yeah.
Better up. The other thing, I think sometimes guys typically are the ones who don't go to the doctor as often.
Right,
I
that's
think
true.
women will.
That is true
It's
statistically.
changing. I think.
But no, you're
younger,
definitely
but
right.
When men they'll just say, "Oh, well, I just I don't feel like it, or I don't want to." You could go to the doctor, not have to tell anybody what you and your doctor discussed. They could say to you, "You have low T," and you get the shot, and then everything else changes in your life. I don't understand. I've never understood people who say, "Well, I don't want to go because I don't want to find out," or "I don't want to go and try to take the help that could be given,"
Right.
as opposed to just like, "Well, this is just how I live."
Yeah, I go to the doctor for everything,
You
but I know
know-
lots of men don't.
Yeah, or they're embarrassed because they don't want to find out that they have low T. Well, you can fix that.
And the
Right.
low T basically, as it was described to me, is like females, we deal with all sorts of hormones and changes monthly.
Right.
So ours are always up and down. So that's why we're always like,
We're always dealing with
constantly, We
them.
deal with guys when it's low T, like their world stops.
Yeah.
Like they're exhausted, the fatigue.
And it's not just for a month or for a week. It's like
It
for the
goes
rest
on
of your life.
yeah, and it can mess with fatigue, weight gain, like you said, depression symptoms, just all sorts of crazy stuff. Their body just basically goes into shutdown mode because it doesn't know how to function without testosterone.
You see how much harder we have it than you women? Jeez, very difficult.
Yeah, but then you get a shot monthly, and
then
it's
it's fine.
everything's
Then it's
fine.
fixed, yeah.
Right.
If that's the problem, there's a lot of problems.
Well, that's true.
Because it
Yeah,
can
but
be
the low
overweight.
T
and-
fixes when
That
I
would.
I was talking to a doctor about it one time, and she was like, "You really just don't understand how low T. Like, it's really not fair. They like, get a shot and everything's fine now for that, and that is so many guys
Needles can
deal
hurt.
with that.
Yeah,
But
the
you can do a
needles
cream too. There's a cream on the
Oh, I could get a
on the
rash.
shoulder.
Remember that time my doctor she wanted to prescribe me the estrogen cream.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
And
same.
I was like, "Oh, okay, but what?" And she was like, "Well, just don't use it on your or wherever you put it on, and then touch your husband because he could grow breasts." Right. I said, I'm gonna pass on that.
Same,
Yeah.
same.
We're good.
Don't let your kids touch it.
But the other thing is like men will go. I'm not just talking just about men, but because antidepressant drugs can also affect
Oh,
whether
yeah.
you're,
Oh, yeah.
the feelings
Yeah.
of wanting
Rather
to be.
just be depressed
Right.
my whole life.
But you go, you're like, I don't know, I'm tired, I'm sluggish, I'm
You're
not
right.
sleeping. And then maybe you're seeing a therapist and they're like, well, let's try some antidepressants when maybe your problem in general was just low T.
It could be.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or just not sleeping well. I mean, it could be a million different things.
I know.
Josie, we brought you in because we know you're an ED expert.
At this point, I don't know why I was brought in, but I'm here for it. Go ahead.
Well, Josie, you know that we have had some issues before where we've talked openly about your behavior.
Yeah.
Career limiting moves and whatnot.
Yes.
Okay. Like the time I flashed tripper a year ago.
Oh, no.
Accidentally.
No, this is-
Accidentally.
This is the opposite of that. Jason, take it away.
Well, I would just say because we know it was late, but we noticed
As we do
it
here.
has been a very, very, very long time that you've been here of over exaggerating.
Okay.
Okay, you don't have to.
Time of completing the story out of my mouth.
Okay,
Well, yeah, because I know what you're going to say. Keep going. Predictable.
supposed to be nice, Jason.
A long time of believing the things that you believe that are not true.
That's cool. What we're trying to say is we love you very much.
Thank you.
20 years, although it's a little late.
21.
This from
Oh my gosh.
our company
Yes.
and everybody here.
And it says
is-
Jose on it. Oh my God.
Jose Catherine.
Jose, I really thought you guys were going to be mean. You said, can you come
No.
up here? And I actually wrote back, no, because I'm fragile today.
And that is your, I guess you could say,
21 year.
I've been 21 years, guys.
Yes.
but that would be the 20-year one
we're
that
just
you
so-
didn't get. So,
We're just, yeah.
but
just
there,
10
Oh my
we're
God,
10
my
months
name is
behind.
actually spelled correctly.
Oh, that's good. That must be nice.
Hi.
Tell everybody what it is.
I
Does it
got
look cool?
my 20-year clock, which I didn't expect.
Oh, dang. Yeah, that's really cool.
Let me put up
Aw.
That can be
Aw,
exchanged
look.
for a trip to Hawaii.
Yay!
That's what I heard.
Or an ice cream cone at Chick-fil-A.
One or the other, yes.
Well, I
you
will
get in
say
a cup
that-
too if you want.
You know, it's tough when your 20-year anniversary hits during COVID, which was, I mean, last year we were still kind of getting through all of that. And I will say, somebody said to me this weekend when I was posting pictures of hanging with you guys this weekend that it must be nice to work with people that on the weekends you still really enjoy being around and spending time with. And so when I celebrated 20 last year, there really weren't really people back in the office yet. And it was still pretty quiet around here, some different departments. But you guys made a point to take me out to lunch and make me feel special. So this clock is awesome, but you guys made me feel special on my actual anniversary. So thank you.
That's very
for that.
sweet.
Thank you.
Very good.
Well, congrats.
I'm
Well
very
earned.
lucky, and
Yeah.
even to work with Jason, who says the things he does. And
I
I
thought
will
I was
have you
just
know that
presenting you a clock
Yeah.
for working here 20 years.
I did not show my goodies to anybody this
That's
weekend.
right. That's
Thank
very
you.
good.
You
Thank
did
you.
it.
I did not. I was well behaved.
That's
Just
right.
think,
Ish.
Josie, when you first started, I was 6 years old.
Hey, go sit on the toilet somewhere and get your business done, jerk.
That's not depressing. That's not depressing at all. All right. Reminder: Josie has your Niall Horan tickets. You're doing it at
Yes.
11, right at 11.
Right, I'm going to do it right at 11.
Right, straight up at 11 a.m. all this week. Tickets to see Niall Horan. It's coming to Raleigh June 7th next week. So be
No,
listening.
2024. We're a year ahead, man.
We're a year behind and a year ahead.